안녕하세요. Welcome to our last live class last week, and I'm sure many people are excited to start another season, another stretch of live classes. 반갑습니다. Come on in. If you're watching this after this live session is over, you can find all the timestamps, the necessary timestamps, along with the necessary information down below in the first pinned comment. 안녕하세요. Welcome back. So I'm going to tweet this out. Today I can safely tweet it out because I have a computer, separate computer in front of me. And that way I can also see if everything is framed well because I might have, messed something up. Okay, so 안녕하세요. I'm going to tweet this out. Give me 1 second. Say hello to each other. 서로 인사하세요. 반갑습니다. 네. 오늘은 제목에 있는 것처럼 conjunctions, linking sentences 배울 거예요. Yes, I remembered Rodrigo. So join us for another Korean live class right now. Yes, the tweet has been sent out. I'm going to read some of your comments right now. 안녕하세요. Did I get a haircut? Yes, I did. I think 2 days ago, Saturday. It's a little messy because I was wearing a hoodie in the morning when I went for a little walk. Okay, watching at midnight in Washington State. 안녕하세요. Oh, you guys missed me. Thank you for the sweet words. Azra, it's your first time seeing me live. Oh, welcome. I hope this is not your last time seeing the live session in real time. 고생 많으십니다, 선생님. 감사합니다. Thank you, Carpe Diem. That's a good title, good handle. 그리고 you paused watching K-drama for this. I have to read the ID. Star 10 10 10 or star 10 10 10. Thank you, you're the best. 그리고 Ryle, 안 자고 보고 있어요. 새벽 3시래요. It's 3 a.m. 지금 날씨 진짜 좋아요. I wish I could show you, turn around the phone to show you the weather, but then I would just mess up the frame like that I perfectly matched to the screen. Our designers will be so pissed if I turn around the camera and I didn't come back to the exact same position. 그래서 이따가 끝날 때쯤에 보여드릴게요. I will show you the weather toward the end of the session. Okay, 반갑습니다. 좋아요. So, as usual, I'm going to answer some of your questions in addition to explain or introduce the lesson that I prepared for you guys. 좋아요. Okay, so today we're going to learn how to link sentences with these conjunctions in Korean. I actually prepared more than 20, but I don't think I will be able to go over all the 20 expressions that I've prepared. I will go over the main ones, and on top of that, in addition to that, I will answer your questions, okay? So if you have a burning question, please leave the question in the chat, and no need to spam. I will go over the major questions and I will try to answer as many as possible. Okay, 시작해 볼까요? Are you ready? 시작해 볼까요? 네. So when somebody asks you, are you ready? 준비 됐나요? Or 준비 되셨나요? You can say 네 or 네. 준비 됐어요. 네, 준비됐어요. 네, 준비됐어요. Okay, so I will speak more Korean, and when I do, I will also speak more slowly for you guys. 좋아요. 네. Everybody say 네, 네, 네. That's easier than 준비됐어요. Great. So, what I'm going to introduce today are 4 sets of words, 4 categories of conjunctions. So there are more than 4 conjunctions that I want to introduce, but mainly there are 4 categories. The first category of conjunctions is kind of along the same lines with and, okay? And the second category of conjunctions are similar to but, and the third group is similar to therefore, and the fourth group will be about change of topic or situation, okay? So without conjunctions, it's a little bit less interesting when you say these sentences one after another without any conjunctions. The sentences are, or the story itself is going to be less interesting. For example, 저 어제 한국어 공부했어요. 영화 봤어요. 친구랑 통화했어요. 배가 고팠어요. 밥 먹었어요. Okay, let's read it together. 저 어제 yesterday 한국어, the Korean language, 공부했어요. I studied the Korean language yesterday. 영화 봤어요. Yeah, 영화 봤어요. I watched a movie. 봤어요 is in the past tense. Please repeat after me. Say it out loud. Type it out loud. 봤어요. 영화 봤어요. Okay. 친구랑, with a friend. 통화 is a phone call. 통화했어요. I talked on the phone with a friend of mine. 배가 고팠어요. 배가 고프다, or just in short, 배고팠어요. 배가 고팠어요. I was hungry. 밥 먹었어요. The pronunciation is interesting because 밥 ends with the b sound, 밥. But because in Korean, you are usually not allowed to open your mouth again to make the sound, which is at the end, until you see the next following consonant or vowel. You just wait for the next one to come, and then because of this, it changes like 밥 먹었어요. So I will write the pronunciation of this phrase, 밥 먹었어요. Kind of like that. So we're still going to talk about the conjunctions, but let's read this phrase together as naturally as possible. Please repeat after me, exactly the same way, okay? 밥. Are you doing it? 밥. Okay, the fact that you're not typing means that you're doing it. 밥. 먹었어요. But then link 밥 and 뭐 together. 밥 먹었어요. If you say this, 밥 먹었어요, instead of 밥 먹었어요, again, the natural pronunciation 밥 먹었어요, like 밥, with instead of the unnatural pronunciation of 밥 먹었어요, you will sound more fluent and natural. Okay, so these sentences are great, but you want to add some adhesives here and there, like glue. So 저 어제 한국어 공부했어요. 그리고 and then maybe 그리고 그런데 그래서. So the story flows more naturally when you add 그리고, which means and. Please repeat after me. 그리고 and. 그런데, but, however, 그런데, yeah, 그런데, 그래서, yeah, 그래서, therefore, yes. Again, if I make any typo, please let me know. All right? Great. Awesome. So that was just the sample paragraph that I wanted to show you to kind of explain what I want to do with the conjunctions. So, 그리고, 게다가, 동시에, 그런 면에서, 그런 점에서. These are the conjunctions that I want to introduce to you today, or 25% of the conjunctions that I want to introduce today. Yeah, the intonation is the hardest part. Yes, that's true, and it was the hardest part for me when I was learning English, but you just have to listen to a lot of natural stuff, and then along the way you will find yourself mimicking everything naturally. So don't worry about it too much. You don't have to try to focus too much on intonation before you can form your own sentences to a certain degree. So, okay, 그리고, please repeat after me. 그리고. Fun comment. Do you think 그리고 sounds funny? 그리고. Yeah, I think if you say it quite a few times, 그리고. So 그리고 means and. I will explain what everything means. They all, not all of them, roughly. Okay, not all of them mean and. Okay, 그리고 게다가 is on top of that or in addition to that, but more like on top of that. So, for example, 그 가방은 진짜 안 예뻐요. That bag is really not pretty. 그 가방은 진짜 안 예뻐요. It's so not pretty, okay? And then you can say 게다가 너무 무거워요. 그 가방은 진짜 안 예뻐요. 게다가 너무 무거워요. On top of that, in addition to that, as if that weren't enough, it's so heavy. 게다가. Please say it 3 more times with me. 게다가. The intonation goes like this. 게다가. It's almost like that when you are almost always like that when you are kind of explaining your expressing your frustration and complaint. Oh, Gabriella, you can't repeat out loud because it's 3 a.m. there and everybody is sleeping in your family. Well, think out loud then at least, okay? Or whisper. 게다가. Okay. 그 가방은 진짜 안 예뻐요. 게다가 너무 무거워요. 아시겠죠? All right, you understand 게다가, I hope. So, the first one, 첫 번째는 그리고, 두 번째, 게다가 is on top of that. So, if you've never used 게다가 before, this is the perfect opportunity to use it. Make a sentence with it. Okay, 게다가 on top of that. And then 동시에. 동시 actually comes from the Chinese characters. 동 is the same, 시 is time. 동시 means same time. So at the same time, 동시에. So at the same time, 동시에 is usually used in formal sentences, more formal sentences. 동시에. Like 운동을 매일 아침 하면 건강에 좋아요. I will break it down for you. 동시에. For example, what's a good sentence for 동시에? 매일 아침 일찍 하루를 일찍 시작할 수 있어요. So don't worry about everything else. Just focus on 동시에. 운동을 매일 아침 일찍 is early. I'm just making the sentences a little longer and more complicated for advanced learners. 조금 더 어려운 문장도 보여드리고 싶어요. 운동을 매일 아침 일찍 하면 if 면 is if you work out every morning early in the morning 건강에 좋아요. It's good for your health. 동시에 at the same time you can start your day early. 하루를 일찍 시작할 수 있어요. Okay? So yeah, 동시에. That's at the same time. All right. So I talked about 그리고 and 게다가 and 동시에. Okay? Let's move on. I will introduce these two and come back to the comment section and answer some of your questions before I go on to the next set of words. So these are the same in that regard, in that aspect. Okay? So here, please pay attention to these two words, these two syllables, 면 and 점. 면 and 점. 면 is the aspect. 면. So this is the surface. 면. Like when you have a box, one side is 면, 윗면, 아랫면. Okay, 면, sides. And 점 is a point. So 그런 is such. 면에서, in that aspect. Or in such point. Okay? Yeah, 그런 면에서, 그런 점에서, in that regard, in that aspect. I put these two conjunctions, these expressions in the and category, roughly, because you're basically continuing on with the flow of the story without turning it around without saying but, however, you're just flowing it naturally like that in the same direction. So let me give you a couple of sample sentences for 그런 면에서, 그런 점에서. I will write TTMIK for Talk to Me in Korean in Hangul, the abbreviated word. TTMIK은 재미있고, let's say 재미있어요. TTMIK은 재미있어요. 그런 면에서 정말 좋아요. So obviously these are simplified sentences. TTMIK은 재미있어요. You can write 재미있어요 or 재밌어요. 그런 면에서 정말 좋아요. In that regard, it's really good. Okay? Or 그런 점에서, it's really good. Okay. Thank you for saying that it's the truth. So 그런 면에서, 그런 점에서 동시에 I'm gonna save this live session so you can review it later. I'm also going to add the timestamps later so that you can review more easily. 그리고 그리고 and 게다가, these 5 expressions that I wanted to introduce are right here. Okay, let's wrap up the end section and go over to the but section. But then before I go, I would like to look at some of your comments. I have the phone screen right here and I have my computer screen right there, so I'm gonna look down for a little bit, but I am looking at you guys. I'm not looking at anything else. I'm not secretly watching a BTS music video or anything, so okay, Albert, don't worry about being late. It's okay, people come in late all the time. Okay, are these generally used in formal conversations? 그런 면에서, 그런 점에서, they are more commonly used in formal situations. Okay. I love BTS or in Korean that is. There are many ways you can say I love something, but just literally translating, 저는 BTS를 사랑해요. Like literally, I love BTS, or 저는 가 너무 좋아요. For me, BTS is really good, or it's more naturally translated as I really like BTS, okay? 그런 면에서, 그런 점에서, it's not weird to use, or the conjunctions that I introduced earlier are not weird to use with friends, but yeah, they're okay. Only 동시에 is more formal than the other. Yes, I did get a haircut. 맞아 and 좋다. Well, I will write it right here. I won't be able to answer this in this live class because it's going to take a long time, but I will make a video lesson for you. I will remember it and make a video for you. Okay, more. 가방. I talked about 가방 here. 그 가방은, when I was introducing 게다가, right? 그 가방은 진짜 안 예뻐요. That bag is really not pretty, really ugly. 게다가, you can say 가방, you cannot say 가방도 here because what you want to say for also is actually heavy also heavy. So the meaning of also should be on heavy, not on the bag, right? So what you want to say, 게다가 무겁기도, 너무 무겁기도 해요. Or 게다가 너무 무겁기까지 해요. So if you are at this level, if you understand this without me having to explain it, this will be very useful. But for now, I'll just leave it at that. 게다가 너무 무겁기도 해요. 게다가 너무 무겁기까지 해요. Okay? I won't go into too many details about this some other time. Okay? One more question before I move on to the next one. Okay. Okay. This is the next question that I want to answer before I talk about other conjunctions. That's why. That's why can be translated into many expressions. I kicked the tripod. So that's why. So when you are on the knowing side, like, see, that's why I told you so. If you want to say that, you can say 그래서 그런 거예요. You know, 그래서 그런 거예요. 그래서 is like because of that. 그런 거예요. I did that. Or because of that, that happened. They did that because of that. 그래서 그런 거예요. That's why. That's why. I think that's the first sentence that I can think of. That's something that I would say most commonly. That's why. Or when you want to say, oh, that's why. Like when you are realizing for the first time, 아, 그래서 그랬군요. 아, 그래서 그랬구나. So this is obviously self-talk, self-exclamation. This is direct talk. 아, 그래서 그랬군요. I see, that's why that happened. I see, that's why you did that. All right. Spacing, please wait a little bit and I will talk about spacing toward the end of the lesson. And we do have a detailed lesson on our website about spacing, so you can also check that one out. So let's talk about conjunctions meaning but roughly. Okay? They don't all mean only but. When you're talking about something and you change the direction of your story, you use these conjunctions. Okay, so the first one is 그런데. Yes, 하지만 is one of them. These 5 conjunctions, I wanted to introduce them. So please repeat after me. 그런데. This is shortened to 근데. Well, super chat comment, Iron Fist, thank you for the super chat comment of £2. Can we do your favorite Avengers quote in Korean? Yes, we can. Give me 3, okay? 3 lines and I will translate them, or if I know the lines, I will say them in Korean. Okay, so 그런데 is 근데. Okay, and 하지만 is but, 그렇지만 is but. They're all like however but. 오히려 and 반대로. 오히려 is on the contrary. 반대로 is also on the contrary, but this is more formal. 반대로. Okay, I gotta make sure that I don't miss Iron Fist's quote requests. I think it's Loki again. Soko. Why not talk only in Korean? We will do that. I think on Wednesday, in 2 days. If I were actually talking only in Korean, people would struggle more. Of course, I want to. 한국어로 할 수 있어요. 그리고 하고 싶어요. 그렇지만 섞어서 할게요. All right, I will look for your comments, Iron Fist. I don't see anything after your super chat comment. I gotta make sure that I don't miss anything. Okay, all right, I'll come back. So let me explain. 그런데 is the most common one. Let me give you that. 그런데. So whenever you want to say 그런데 very casually in colloquial situations, you say 그런데. 하지만 and 그렇지만 are somewhat formal. More formal. Okay? 하지만, 그렇지만. So when you write a report or a news article, 하지만, 그렇지만, they are a little better or more formal than 그런데. Although 그런데 is fine, okay, as well. So I see Iron Fist's comments. It's really tough. Like you should have put all the quotes in the super chat so that I can see it because it's highlighted there, but I don't like see it right away. Give me 5 seconds. 5초만 기다려주세요. 잠시만요. 못 찾겠어요. I can't see it. 진짜로 하기 싫은 게 아니고 It's not that I don't want to do it. I can't find it. 안 보여요. Oh, okay. Ah. Oh, mighty Thanos, I, Loki, Prince of Asgard, Odin's son, the rightful king of Jotunheim, god of mischief, do hereby pledge to you my undying fidelity. You know what? This is gonna take a while, so I will actually copy and paste this one, and I could translate this, but I will look it up in Korean. I'll actually message someone. I'm gonna message Yeji. I'm gonna type like this. 이 대사, 이 어벤져스 대사 한국어로 뭐였는지 찾아서 저한테 좀 보내주세요. 지금 질문이 들어왔어요. 오케이. 예지 씨가 찾아줄 거예요. She'll find it. Alright, so 그런데, 근데, if you only knew 하지만, because that's the most common one introduced in textbooks, please remember that 그런데 정말 많이 쓰여요. 그런데, and 그렇지만. And interestingly, because 그렇지만 is more formal in spoken Korean, people often say it in a shortened manner. So 그렇지만 becomes 그치만. Colloquial. You can't write it like this in formal text, but people text like this all the time. 그치만. All right. 오히려. So 반대로 is more formal. 오히려, I think this is the most important word that I want to introduce in the but however category. 오히려. Have you used 오히려 before? 오히려. When somebody thinks one thing and the truth is the opposite, or when somebody is expecting one thing and you want to say, on the contrary, yeah, you say 오히려. 한국어는 영어보다 어려워요. If somebody says that, like Korean is more difficult than English, you can say 아니에요. 오히려 영어가 더 어려워요. When someone says 이게 더 매운 것 같아요. I think this is more spicy. 이게 더 매운 것 같아요. 아니에요. 오히려 이게 더 매운 것 같아요. You say no. 오히려 on the contrary, I think this is more spicy. 오히려. Yeah. 아직 안 써보셨으면 한번 써보세요. If you've never used it before, please try using 오히려. It's a fun word to say. 오히려. Oreo. It sounds like Oreo. Okay. Good question. On the one hand, on the other hand, we don't say hand in Korean. In this case, we say 편. 한편으로는, 다른 한편으로는. This is the set. Okay? 한편으로는, 다른 한편으로는. 편 is side. 편. So you see 은 편이에요. Like 빠른 편이에요. It's on the faster side. 싼 편이에요. Or 저렴한 편이에요. 저렴하다 is a good word to know for inexpensive. So 쉬운 편이에요. It's on the easier side. Okay? 쉬운 편이에요. 편 is side. 한편으로는, you know what 한 means, right? When you're counting. 한 편. One side. So on one side, so and so. On another side, 다른 한편으로는. Okay? 한편으로는, 다른 한편으로는 영화가 끝나서 아쉬운데, 다른 한편으로는 이제 밥 먹으러 갈 수 있어서 좋아요. Let's break down this sentence together. 한편으로는 한편으로는 on one side 영화가 끝나서 영화 is a movie 끝나다 is to finish 영화가 끝나서 the movie finished 아쉬운데 아쉽다 is to feel like it's a pity it's you wish things were different 아쉬워요 you're a little upset that the movie is over on one side 다른 한편으로는 on the other hand on the other side 이제 now 밥 먹으러 가다 go in order to eat 밥 먹으러 갈 수 있어서 so because I can go eat 좋아요 I'm happy yes 아쉽다 is more like also like disappointed you like these long sentence examples I can make longer sentences I'm sure you've seen some videos on our channel where we introduce long sentences let's see what Yeji said about the Avengers line that I requested to be translated. She said, 네. So far. So she's working on it. All right. Lana, thank you for the super chat comment. May you speak slowly. In this way, it's more easy to understand the sound of the words. Yes, I will slow down. 조금 더 천천히 말할게요. 조금 더 천천히 말할게요. Sophie, why is it 쉬운데 not 쉬운데? 쉬운. So in Korean, there are many 비읍 irregular words. 비읍. What it means is the verb stem ends with 비읍. 쉽다. What's the verb stem? I'll just mark it here. Underline it. 쉽. Right? What's a good example of a 비읍 irregular verb? 어렵다. 어렵 is the verb stem. 어렵. They don't become 쉬분. They become 쉬우 plus 은 쉬운. Yeah, 춥다. Good. So 추운, 어려운. That's why. Okay? 맵다. 매운. So that's those are some examples of the 비읍 irregular. Another good question. Kylie says, would you use 반말 or 존댓말 with your parents, family members? It really depends on you and your relationship with your family and your parents. I personally only speak 존댓말, formal language, polite language to my parents. My son only speaks 존댓말 to me, but he speaks 반말 to my wife, and my sisters speak 반말 to my parents. So it really depends on the relationship. I'm not saying that if you use 존댓말, the relationship is a little more distant. It's not like that. It's just your personal preference. So yeah, sometimes like 30% of the time, 가끔씩 진짜 30% 정도는 저도 엄마한테 반말을 해요. 가끔씩. 네, 30% 정도 가끔씩. 그런데 보통 네, 존댓말 합니다. Generally, I speak 존댓말. Simply Celestial, it's your birthday. 생일 축하합니다. 축하합니다. Okay. All right. So it really depends on you. Let me move over to these two categories because we are already 34 minutes into the live class. Okay, so here are the conjunctions that I want to introduce in this session. Please pay attention to them and see if anything is new. 자, 먼저 그래서 그렇기 때문에 그러니까 왜냐하면 I want to introduce these four, and in the change of topic and situation category I want to introduce 그런데 again 그렇기는 한데 그렇기는 해도 and 그나저나. So we're gonna study 8, okay? 8 expressions before we go over to the Q&A session before we wrap up. 그래서 is so, therefore. Please repeat after me. 그래서. So when you want to say So what? You say 그래서 in casual language. Yeah, 그래서요. So what in English, it's not the most polite thing you can say to someone, right? It's the same. 그래서요 is also a little bit aggressive. So be careful when you say it. You will see this often in Korean dramas and movies, okay? 그래서요. Okay, still no answer from Yeji about the line. All right, and then maybe you are familiar with 그래서. Let's move over to 그렇기 때문에. 그렇다 is to be like, interesting, to be like that or to be so. Interesting. Why does it change to be so? Yeah. Has the quote been translated yet? No, not yet. Just still searching. I typed 아직인가요? Please. 지금 Iron Fist 님이 기다리고 있어요. Is it alright to use 그래서 뭐? Yes, 그래서 뭐. You can only use it in 반말. 그래서 뭐. So what? 그래서 뭐. Yeah, so what? A little more aggressive than 그래서. It really depends, but 그래서요 is a little better, but then still not the best. 그래서요. So 그래서 the main thing is 그래서, right? So therefore 그렇기 때문에 is to be like that. 그렇다 plus 기 때문에. You know how 기 is often used to turn a verb into a noun, like for example, 달리다, 달리기. 달리다 is to run. 달리기 is running. 운동하다, to exercise, it's 운동하기. So when you write like a few items on your to-do list, like you write stuff like, for example, 공부하기, 청소하기, 엄마한테 전화하기, TTMIK 비디오 보기, 현우 선생님 한테 메시지 보내기, like that. This is how you write a to-do list in Korean. People often add ki at the end, because when you put ki at the end of a verb, it becomes a noun. Okay, so you put this ki and 때문에, 기 때문에, because it is like that. So therefore, all right, 기 때문에. So 그렇기 때문에, please repeat after me. 그렇기 때문에. All right, and then two more. 그러니까, therefore. 그러니까. So 지금 저 어제 숙제 다 했어요. I finished my homework yesterday. 그러니까 지금 놀아도 돼요? 저 그거 안 먹었어요. 그러니까 저한테, or you can skip the comma, 화내지 마세요. Okay, let's break down the two lines, two dialogues. I 어제, yesterday, 숙제, homework 다 했어요. I finished all of my homework yesterday. 그러니까, so, 그러니까, please repeat. 그러니까, 지금, now, 놀아도 돼요? 놀다 is to play. 놀다, play. 도 돼요 is like, is it okay to? Can I? May I? 놀아도 돼요? Can I play now? I finished all of my homework yesterday, so can I play now? 저 그거 안 먹었어요. that, 안, not, 먹었어요. ate. 저 그거 안 먹었어요. I didn't eat that. 그러니까, so, 저한테, to me, 화내지 마세요. Please don't get upset with me. Please don't get mad at me. I didn't need that, so please don't get mad at me. Okay, so 그러니까. 그러니까 is very useful when you want to say, I did that or this happened, so do this or don't do this. There are other words for so, which is 그래서, but 그래서 is unnatural to use with imperative sentences like this happened, 그래서 do this. It's a little bit unnatural. So in that case, if you want to say don't do that or do that, 그러니까 is much better. Can I play now? 지금 저 놀아도 돼요? Okay, lastly, 왜냐하면 I'm sure you all know 왜냐하면 means because, but I just wanted to show you 왜냐하면's origin. 왜냐하면, do you already know 왜냐하면? Because. Many people don't know why 왜냐하면 means because, they just memorize it. 왜 is why. 냐, 고 is quoting. 하다 is to say, like 말하다. 면 is if. So 왜냐하면 means 왜냐고 말하면, which means if you say why. 왜냐하면, if you say why. And in spoken Korean, although 왜냐하면 is 4 syllables, in spoken Korean people often say 왜냐면. Okay? 왜냐면. What level do you have to be to join this live class? You can join no matter what your level is. I tried to break down everything line by line, word by word, and if there's anything that you don't know, I can explain a little further. It's a little challenging to explain everything in a way that will suit every level, but I try. So, 왜냐하면 저는 이거 안 살 거예요. 왜냐하면 벌써 샀거든요. I'm not going to buy this. 왜냐하면 벌써 샀거든요. Because if you ask me why, 왜냐하면 벌써 샀거든요. I already bought it. Last month when it launched. I saw a comment about 그렇기 때문에 here. Yeah, I can give you a sample sentence here. 지금은 for example 이 학생들이 집에 있어요. Students are staying at home now. 그렇기 때문에 온라인 수업이 인기가 많아요. Which is actually the case in Korea. Students are taking online classes. I think it's the same in many places around the world. 지금은 학생들이 집에 있어요. Now students are at home. 그렇기 때문에 because of that, 온라인 수업이 인기가 많아요. Online classes are popular. Okay? I hope that was a good sample sentence for you. All right, so these are also very fun conjunctions that you can use when you want to talk about change of topic or change of situation. I will introduce these first and then answer some of your questions and hopefully answer Loki's question. I'm checking back on. Okay, so, sorry, I kicked you guys, right? I actually got an answer from Yeji. Okay, so here. 나 로키. So this is the translation requested by Iron Fist for the Avengers movie line. Oh mighty Thanos, I Loki, Prince of Asgard, Odinson, the rightful king of Jotunheim, god of mischief, do hereby pledge to you my undying fidelity. 나 로키, 아스가르드의 왕자이자 오딘의 아들 요툰 하임의 정당한 왕 장난의 신으로서 그대에게 불멸의 충성을 맹세한다. Alright. I, Loki, Asgard is Asgard. 왕자, prince. 왕자이자 while being the prince of Asgard, 오든의 아들, 오딘슨. 요툰하임의 정당한 왕. 정당한 is rightful or fair. 왕 is king. 장난의 신으로서 as, 으로서 is as. 신 is God. 장난 is mischief or prank. 장난의 신, God of mischief. 장난의 신으로서 as God of mischief. 그대에게, again, 그대, I often say 그대, you should never use it. It's very romantic or poetic, but in this case, it's kind of like a poem. 그대 is fine. To you, Thanos. 불멸의 충성. 불멸 is not disappearing. 불멸, everlasting, undying. 충성, loyalty, fidelity. 맹세한다, pledge, vow. Okay. There you go. I hope you're satisfied, God of mischief. Perfect. Let's talk about this. We talked about 그런데 earlier, and I also mentioned that it's often 근데 in spoken Korean, so I'll just mention it briefly here and then move on to the other ones. 근데, 그런데, like, but by the way, when you want to talk about another thing, you say 근데. We're talking about, textbooks. 근데. In that case, you often, add in front of 근데. 근데. How about this one? 근데 그 영화 봤어? Did you watch that movie? 근데 Talk to me in Korean 라이브 수업 들어봤어? Have you taken Talk to me in Korean's live classes? 근데, okay, so that's that. 그렇기는 한데 and 그나저나 are a little different, so these are similar. So again, 그렇기 was over here, I think. 그렇기 때문에 그렇기, think of 그렇기 as the noun form of 그렇다, like being like that. So 그렇기는 한데 being like that 는 as for 하다, to do, 근데, but. So put them together. Being like that, it does. It kind of sounds like Yoda, right? Being like that, it does. 그렇기는 한데, the same as 그렇기는 해도. 그렇기는 해도, being like that, it does. It is like that, but. So when you want to add an opinion that the other person might not agree with right away, you can say 그렇기는 한데. So let's look at some sample sentences. All of Korean sounds like Yoda. Yeah, I agree. I think when Yoda, the character, was introduced to Korean speakers, they thought it was a familiar sentence structure. Yeah, so maybe the writers looked at the Korean language and thought, okay, we're going to use that structure. Something like that. All right, so 그렇기는 한데 so A says 나 너무 바빠. 내일은 못 가. I'm so busy. Tomorrow I can't go to the meetup or to a party. I can't come. 그렇기는 한데 지난번에도 안 왔잖아. 그렇긴 한데, that's true. Being like that, it does. Or you are busy. I know. 지난번에도, last time too. 지난번. 지난 is past. Last, it means pass. 지나다. Pass. The time that passed. The last time. 도. As well. Also. 안 왔잖아. You didn't come. 나 너무 바빠. 내일은 못 가. 그렇긴 한데 지난번에도 안 왔잖아. You have to come this time. So, yeah. 그렇기는 한데 이거 A says 이거 너무 어렵지 않아? Isn't this too difficult? 이거 너무 어렵지 않아? Isn't this too difficult? 이거 is this, 너무 is too, 어렵다 is to be difficult, 지 않다 is to be not. Isn't this too difficult? 그렇기는 한데 or 그렇기는 해도 재밌어 or 재미있어. It's fun. 재미있어. Alright. We're almost done with the conjunctions list and I only have one left before I talk about some other questions that you guys posted in the chat. So this one. If you forget everything else in today's lesson, I recommend that you remember 그나저나 and 오히려. Here, 오히려. Where is it? Yep, 오히려. 오히려. On the contrary. So let me read 오히려 one more time to emphasize. 한국어는 영어보다 어려워요. 아니에요. 오히려 영어가 더 어려워요. No, on the contrary, English is more difficult. 이게 더 매운 것 같아요. I think this is more spicy. 아니에요. No. 오히려, on the contrary, 이게 더 매운 것 같아요. I think this one is more spicy. And 그나저나. 그나저나 is like, by the way. By the way. Just like by the way, when you say 그나저나, you completely change the topic. Even if you don't or haven't answered the question that was asked, you can say, 그나저나, 그나저나. This is a very good expression that you can use in formal situations as well as in casual situations. Like, oh, by the way, when you suddenly remembered something, 그나저나, 그건 어떻게 됐어요? 그나저나, oh, by the way, that, 어떻게, how, 됐어요. 되다 is to become. 어떻게 되다? It means how did it go? How did it go? Please repeat after me. 어떻게 됐어요? 어떻게 됐어요? Somebody comes out of a job interview, you can say 어떻게 됐어요? Somebody comes out of just anything that's nerve-wracking, you say 어떻게 됐어요? And somebody comes out of a blind date, 어떻게 됐어요? Like you can of course obviously read by the look on that person's face, but you can still ask 어떻게 됐어요? 어떻게 됐어요? 어떻게 됐어요? Like you were wondering about, like you were watching. I was also, doing my military service when I was when Korea and Japan were hosting the World Cup together in 2002. So I would be watching a very important match between Korea and like Spain or some other countries, and then it would be my turn to go up to the mountain to guard the post, to do my post or guard posting duty. And then I don't follow the game, right? So I would come out and ask, 어떻게 됐어요? How did it go? Did we win? Did we lose? 어떻게 됐어요? 그나저나 그건 어떻게 됐어요? This is a very common phrase that people say as is. Just remember this as is. 그나저나 그건 어떻게 됐어요? Oh, by the way, how did that go? And then you explain what you mean by 그거. Okay? 그나저나 그건 어떻게 됐어요? And the listener can say, 뭐요? or 어떤 거요? Is 그나저나 a shortened form for something? Yes. 나 is or, right? So 그나저나 or 그러나 저러나 그거나 저거나. These are all similar. Like 그거 is that thing over there. 저거 is that thing over there. That 저거 is far from both the speaker and the listener. 그거 is only far from the speaker, closer to the listener usually. But anyway, either that or that, whatever that is, whether we're talking about that, whether we're talking about that, 그나저나, 그러나 저러나, 그나저나. So now it's just one word, 그나저나. 그나저나, okay? 그나저나 그건 어떻게 됐어요? Again, 그나저나 그건 어떻게 됐어요? Perfect. All right, so I will answer the question about spacing. I will also make another separate video about 마저 and 조차. but basically it means even, 맞아, 이것조차, 이건 맞아, even this, even that. Spacing, you just put all the words separately, just like in English, except for markers, marking particles, like 저를 좋아하세요. 저 is one word, me, 좋아하세요 is like. You can say 저 좋아하세요. But whenever you want to put these like markers, like marking particles, you have to put these particles right after the word that you're modifying. Other than that, many nouns that are separately used, over time they become stitched together, they become one word. So when you learn more and more Korean words, Korean vocabulary words, you'll find that, oh, I thought these words would be separate, but they're one word in standard spelling. I wonder why that is. Usually the answer is these two words have been used so commonly, like together, that they have become one word. Okay. When you want to say, do you like me? 제가 좋아요. 저 좋아하세요. 제가 좋아요. It can make some sense in some contexts, but if you want to say like specifically, do you like me? I think 저 좋아하세요 is better. Okay, yeah, the key is not to directly translate to English. Yeah, never directly translate between two languages if you're learning a new language. At least with long sentences. Okay. So, some questions that you guys had earlier. I'll be able to answer 3 questions before I go, and call it a day before I come back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. By the way, if you're new to our channel, you can visit our website at talktomeinkorean.com and start learning Korean from scratch. And we have the complete schedule for these live sessions on our Instagram and Twitter. I will also post something on the YouTube community tab so that you can get the information. And also, if you go to Twitter, we created a Google Calendar where you can just click on the link and all the sessions will be marked on your Google Calendar automatically, all adjusted into your time zone. All right. Zachary, 선생님, 에 언제 사용합니까? 에. 에. 에 is like at a time or at a location. So yeah, 에 is usually like that. 에. And 왔잖아. Or 왔잖아요 versus 왔어요. So when you say 왔어 in 반말 or 왔어요 in 존댓말, these are just standard conjugations of 오다, like you came or somebody came. 왔잖아, originally, so the 잖아 is originally 지 않아. So 왔 plus 지 않아. So 왔지 않아? So of course, if you say this together, it doesn't make sense as a past tense sentence, but what it means is, didn't they come? Didn't it come? Didn't I come? So 왔잖아. 이거 했잖아. Didn't I do this? Is the original translation, but over time it has become, I did this. So it means, I know, we both know. Come on, that's the meaning. 잖아. I know. Come on, okay? One more question before I go. Okay, this is a good one. I will answer this one and then call it a day. Where was it? 적어도. 그나마. 적어도 is at least. 오케이? 적어도 3시간 걸릴 거예요. 적어도 3시간 걸릴 거예요. Oh, there was a super chat. Megan, thank you for the super chat comment. Can you buy the books from Amazon? Yes, you can. The books on Amazon are handled by our agency, so we don't get to handle them ourselves, but they are our books indeed, so you can get the books from Amazon. So 적어도 at least 3시간 걸릴 거예요. It'll take 3 hours. 그나마 is not exactly the same as this. 그나마 is like yeah, it can be translated to at least, but 그나마 is it's not the best or ideal outcome, but still at least. So this is what it means, 그나마. So 표 3장밖에 못 구했어요. I could only get 3 tickets. 표 3장, 3 tickets. 3장밖에 못 구했어요. Or you can say like in a glass half empty or half full manner, 그나마 3장 구했어요. I couldn't get a lot of tickets, but at least I got 3 tickets. 그나마 3장 구했어요. At least I got 3 tickets. So that's the difference. 그나마 is the situation is not ideal, but you're trying to be a little bit more optimistic or hopeful. All right, so that's it, guys. I can also replay all the live chat comments myself after I actually finish the session. So if there are comments that I think that I missed, that I think need to be addressed in a separate video, I will make that video. My list of videos to make or video lessons to make is growing longer and longer. When is the Marvel live stream coming? Let's do this next week. And when is June teaching? Hopefully this weekend, this Saturday. I will. So please add the Google Calendar stream to your Google Calendar so that if I add a session, it'll automatically pop up even if you miss the notification about an additional session with June. I'll have to ask him. All right, thank you. Let's call it a day. Thanks so much for joining, and we'll see you in the next one. I will see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. Korean Standard Time, and on Wednesday, Kyungun will be doing the live session all in Korean on the Talk to Me in 100% Korean channel on our second channel. Okay? Please subscribe to that as well to be notified. 그럼 다음 시간에 만나요. 감사합니다. Bye.